All right. So we're gonna start off. This is our 2022 World Cup USA squad election. We're gonna try to guess at least. Well, in our guessing is kind of difficult, so maybe we'll just try to do our favorite. And since, like, in our personal opinion, the USA doesn't have that much depth and stuff, like, and we're just gonna do a combined 11 between me and Manny.
We'll try to predict what like the closest to like the.
But you know what? To be honest, but I've been looking at all of the like former lineups and stuff, and I don't like them, dude. Like I don't want to do a flat 4-3. Like I don't want to do a flat 4-3-3. I think we should do bro, my favorite 4-2-3-1. I think it'll make a little bit more sense, at least. So we're not gonna exactly predict, but yeah, let's give our opinion on what we think. They should play. They should play, right? So I think a 4-2-3-1, especially with the players I do see here and like I have seen. Looks like it'd be a solid squad, right? It might be a little difficult because you might have a player or two try to like convert positions and stuff, but I think they can do it. I think you can do like, okay, so this is let's just do the little experiment, right? So let's start with GK. Honestly, with GK, I think it could go like any way. Like they have three unimpressive goalkeepers in my personal opinion. He's in the friendlies heading towards the World Cup. He's tried out, I think, both.
Horvath and Matt Turner.
Yeah, he's tried out both of them, right? So, in my personal opinion, right, like, isn't Luton Town a championship team or even lower? No,
I think so.
I think it's a championship team. So, and I've not seen Matt Turner touch an Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah,
he's played in
No, I meant like in the Premier League. He hasn't played. I don't think he's seen any minutes.
He's played in the Europa League already, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He has appeared in the Europa League. Okay, yeah. I haven't paid attention much about Arsenal's campaign over Europa. I guess League. Yeah, but I guess I will now since Barca's going to be out there. Those sad Thursday nights, but yeah. So I think personally, at least Mark Turner's playing. So if he is playing, Europa League matches. It only makes the most sense that he's probably seeing the most competition, right? Mm-hmm. And then playing with an Arsenal squad that's playing phenomenal at the moment. I don't believe they changed much of their formations. I mean, much of their players out during the game. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go with Matt Turner, right?
Mm-hmm. Go with Matt Turner.
That European bias, right? Like, but especially playing in the Premier League. I've never seen I won't lie to you. I've never seen Sean Johnson playing.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never seen that guy even. Yeah, so I've never kept up with the MLS. So I won't lie to you. So this is gonna be an extremely European biased thing, but but mostly because they're seeing the top level of football. Like why wouldn't you start? It's like Mexico. Like you're always gonna start the European guys right ahead of the guys playing in Mexico, unless they're like in crazy form, right? And we'll get to that when we're in the Mexico video. But so we're gonna go Matt Turner as our GK, the Arsenal backup goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Turner, okay. So now for our right back, bro, you know who I'm gonna go with, but let's see who you think, sir.
I'm going with, it has to be Serginho Dest, bro.
Yeah, it has to be Serginho Dest. The few USA matches I saw last year when Serginho Dest was still at Barca, I was keeping up with his performances in the USA. They weren't bad, right? And like honestly, who else who else is gonna play? He's seen playing time at AC Milan. You got
Yedlin, but I don't really like Yedlin.
Yeah, but well, to be fair, Yedlin is playing great with Inter Miami. So, but if you're playing at Milan, you're training at Milan, and you're doing all these things to keep you like match fit and stuff like that, I think the easiest pick is going to be Serginho Dest, just mostly because if you're doing 7v7s in training versus Giroud, Ibrahimovic, honestly, I think Ibrahimovic is injured, right? So,
but still, quality players.
You're defending against quality players, so like I'd rather have that, right, than being the top guy at Inter Miami.
And he might have picked up a few things at Milan because the Italian league is more defensive.
Oh, 100%. The Italians the Italians are known for their defensive capabilities, right? So they held, I think, almost every team 0-0-1-1 during the Euros 2020. So I'm gonna say Serginho Dest is the obvious pick. Now moving on to fullbacks is where it's a little more difficult.
Fullbacks is the...
Yeah, at least for me, it's a little bit more difficult, but...
Talking about the center backs?
Oh, excuse me. I'm talking about center backs. Center backs. Yeah, at least for me, it's a little bit more difficult to choose, right? Like, they always go with Zimmerman, right?
Yeah, he always plays,
Zimmerman
bro.
always plays, and I think, like, okay, like, if we're going to make some obvious choices, we're going Zimmerman, right? Walker Zimmerman, I've always see that guy play with the U.S. national team. Like,
Always, yeah, he's always in there.
Yeah, that guy's a favorite amongst the coaches and stuff, and the coaching stuff. Yeah, so, yeah.
The person alongside him, though, I don't know.
I guess we'll just have to do Tim Ream then, right?
Tim Ream with Zimmerman?
Yeah, Tim Ream with Zimmerman, because I'm not too familiar with Aaron Long, and I'm definitely not familiar with Scally. But let me look up Scally's stats real quick, bro.
Yeah, right.
Joe Scally stats.
He has 15 matches this year.
Yeah, 15 matches.
1 yellow.
22-23. Yeah, 0. Yeah, man, dude, 1 yellow card, 1 goal last season.
5'10". He's 5'10".
How old is he? He's 19. Yeah, there's no way. We're going. Oh man. So this guy, he's too young. We have too young and too old. So yeah, we're gonna go Tim Ream. I guess the experience does count in this one.
Carter Vickers is 24. 6'1".
He's a Tottenham Academy player. Yeah, we can do Vickers. Let's do Vickers. All right, so our defensive partnership, our center back partnership is going to be Zimmerman and Vickers Carter. Yeah, Carter Vickers, excuse me. Cameron Carter Vickers. All right, let's do that. He seems to have plenty of games played this season. He's the right height. He's pretty young. Yeah, Carter Vickers it is. Carter.
And then we already said the left back is Anthony Robinson.
Yeah, the left back has to be Anthony Robinson. I've seen a few of his matches, but I did not. I guess I didn't pay attention close enough. But yeah, he is the left back for Fulham and stuff. And yeah, Fulham, like, they're not a bad team.
No.
Yeah, they're not Brentford level. I think Brentford and now Leeds is turning it around.
Mm-hmm.
So that mid-table, that lower, I guess the second half of the table, they're up there. Like they're not that bad. And
he plays every week, so like he has experience.
Yeah, so I think I was watching Mark Goldbridge talk about what exactly match fitness means, and it's like having a full month of playing an actual match. So like definitely of all the defenders, like you'd want the guy who's the most match fit, and Anthony Robinson seems to be that. He's healthy, he's in form, right? So let's do it. Robinson it is. Now this is where we're going to get a little creative, right? Because again, we were talking about earlier, it looks like the United States likes to play with the flat 3, which at least for me is probably the least optimal defensively and offensively, right? True. Like at least for me, right? So we're gonna do a 4-2-3-1. So we're gonna do a double pivot. We're gonna do CM. So we're gonna put them a little higher on the pitch, right? Because if the USA needs to do something, it's attack, right? It's the same concepts for Brazil. You need to focus less on defending and more on scoring your opponents, right? So we're going to do, obviously, Tyler Adams.
Automatic Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams plays that CM role or CDM role at Leeds. So he knows exactly what the position needs. He's the experience of the player. He's match fit. As of today, he's, I think, out a couple games because of his red card at the end of the game and stuff. But, Tyler Adams seems to be the obvious choice in that center, in that first center mid partnership, right? And then second, it's got to be McKennie, right? Yeah. It's got to be McKennie. And, the only reason I have some trepidation is putting McKennie there because, again, it's a little bit farther. It's a newer role. He's probably used to playing more of that higher CM role than playing behind the cam. So I definitely think we can't convert him there, though. I think he has, like, it's not too hard. Look at Eriksson at Man U. But again, Eriksson is a super intelligent player, beyond outstanding. But if you want to apply those same concepts, put Eriksson in that CM partnership, he'll pick up from Tyler Adams what to do. You know, he's very skillful. I think that'll be a good partnership to have in the middle.
If you put McKinney next to him, because who'd you say? You said Eriksson.
Yeah, no. Remember, Eriksson plays next to that other CDM partnership at Man United, right?
So you're just comparing it.
Yeah, because so basically Eriksson's a CM, and he was a left winger, right? Yeah, I think at Tottenham he's like a left winger, like a left wide player. I don't know if I may be correct on that, if I remember correct. But yeah, right now he's playing in United as a CM or CDM partnership, right? He's playing double pivot, right? And it's a little more odd because he's sitting farther back on the field of play. So when he pushes forward, he has to make huge strides forward in order to get to that attacking role that Bruno and the rest of the team are doing. So his transition's a lot more, way more difficult and stuff. So I thought, it'd be a little bit more creative to put McKennie. I think it'd be a little interesting to put McKennie and have him mimic that same role, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I think that should be our two. What do you think?
That sounds good to me. Adams and McKennie in the CM role next to each other.
Now comes to the forwards, the attacking part of the team, which is which they don't lack. They don't lack in attack. That's definitely
the strongest, true. I think that's the strongest suit,
the strongest suit. So we're gonna do Cam, right? So I think at the moment, the guy who looks to me that will better suit that attacking midfield roles through the central is Tyler Adams. Excuse me. Oh crap. No, Brendan Aronson. Sorry, it's Brendan Aronson. I've seen him play for Leeds. Leeds have miraculously turned it around.
He's been balling for them, bro.
I know what the whole team, right? And again, so he's on form. He's looking good. He has some amazing passing, right? Today we saw in the Leeds game him give him Somerville that perfect assist right through the middle. He split the defenders and stuff. I think the USA would benefit a lot if Aronson played through that central role instead of a few other players that they have. So I do think that the best way to complement the midfield three is to put Aronson as the center attacking midfielder. Now, this is where it continues to get tricky. Christian Pulisic, we all know he's a left winger, right? He's a left winger, right? But I don't think anyone will play the right wing position better than he will.
Right wing?
Yeah. Right. So I think putting him as right wing, right, using his pace, taking advantage of his pace, pushing through the side, keeping him wide, and having him cross in, right, will be a lot better offensively for the U.S. to use instead of putting him on the left, because now we're going to go now this is the whole point of putting Pulisic on the left. I mean, I keep messing up. He's like putting Pulisic on the right is doing Gio Reyna playing on the left, right? Because Gio Reyna is a baller. We've seen him play.
Bro, his dribbling is nasty.
He's got some anger management issues
and
stuff.
Yeah.
But
he's still young though.
His dribbling and cutting in from I'm pretty sure he's right-footed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. So him cutting in would serve much more purpose through the left instead of having Pulisic there, right?
I don't think it says what foot he is on here, but
yeah. So I think using him, definitely having him play play that left wing, dribble in, cut through, create chances type of player. I think an inverted winger, perfect spot for him to play as that position, right? So here comes our last election, right, of the team, and this is where we finally are gonna tie it all up together, right?
For the striker, I'm thinking Tim Weah.
I was thinking him as well. I think solely because again he's seeing European football.
Yeah, to be honest.
I like look. Let's check out his
like the players he's playing up against is way better than what Jesus Ferreira at FC Dallas is playing. You know.
Yeah.
The level of competition is just higher.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I've seen Jesus Ferreira play, and like he doesn't really produce that much.
The only thing is the guy's only got 5 matches in 2022.
Tim Weah?
Yeah.
Damn.
In League One, and he's bringing it all back together, right? Tim Weah's got only 5 matches, but he does have 2 assists, right? And I've seen him play, and I just like him. I like how he plays. He's a very solid player.
He's a good player. Yeah.
He plays winger though. So
I was gonna tell you, like Tim Weah can play on the right wing.
Yeah, but again, like I think why put him there when Pulisic plays that way better?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and again, we watch football, and it's a new football in this world where it's looking like everybody's versatile, everybody's fluid. You can switch positions, and I think putting those front 3, having them rotate, kind of like a PSG, right? Like having them come back forth, right? Might find Pulisic playing as the striker role, right? You might find Gio Reyna on the right and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and Tim Weah on the left. So
that's true.
I think having that front 3 be as fluid as possible, being being in that perspective, at least for me, easily manageable in sense of you can just interchange them. I think that's how the U.S. should surprise their opponents this year. I think. I
think they should do good at the World Cup. Like people are underestimating them.
Yeah. So here we're gonna. We're gonna definitely do. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do. We're gonna definitely have them pass they're making it out of the group.
For sure.
They're gonna make second after England, and then I think they're gonna get knocked out in the round of 16. But that's an impressive feat. If you make it to the second part of the World Cup, right? If you make it to the playoffs, that's an amazing feat, and like that's something. Mexico has always been considered as just being a consistent knockout, consistent round of 16 competitor, right? But let's do it. I think the U.S. will have some exciting matches. I think with the team they're taking, it's unfortunate that a lot of them aren't as. Yeah, football's still growing in the United States. Let's just put it like that. I don't want to bash anybody.
Yeah.
I think the U.S. has been, at least in my personal opinion, so much more. So much more progressive in their approach to improving their football heritage, culture, system, whatever you want to call it. Because if we want to know their greatest rival, right? Their greatest rival is stagnant at the moment. Yeah, they're just lost for words. But that's for another video. Yeah. So we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna place our selections for our team right up top here for this video. We're gonna ask you to comment, like, subscribe. Give us the banter in the comments and stuff.
Yeah, and we're sorry if we butchered names, because I know people like to we mispronounce probably Pulisic. I don't know if it's Pulisic or Pulisic.
Yeah, whichever.
Either way,
however you spell it, we do apologize.
We're sorry if we butcher the names, but
we want you to give us that action too, right, in the comments. Tell us where we went wrong. Where do you see them playing? How far? Hey, maybe a lot of you might not have them passing the group. Let us know where they'll end up, and like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in a bit.